Today we met some wonderful dads and a mum to understand and explore the different roles of dads. I'm going to do something a little unconventional. This is a dad's chat, but I'm going to go straight to the mum. So what do you see the role of dads as being?
I came from a family where my father was very hands-on. We had 6 children, so he had no choice. So when my husband and I had our first baby, I just assumed that my husband would just snap and fall into it. But I think I've realized that men have to make a bit of a jump to get to that stage where you feel that the family is in an equitable team playing sort of position. We marry our friends now and we have an equal relationship even before we have babies. So it is quite okay to expect that the same thing will follow through.
I think that's an interesting point, that it's not necessarily doing the same stuff. It's having different roles perhaps, and quality over quantity. Chetan, you're a very hands-on dad. So how do you sort of see your role as compared to your wife when it comes to bringing up your son?
I think in the upbringing of a child, the role of a dad is very important. He needs to have both the parents dedicating time just for the overall development of the child.
Right.
So I try as much effort to be with him as much as I can be with him. I think it's very important.
So you do think that you can be, and you definitely are, a friend to your son?
I am definitely a friend to my son. It also means that I also educate him that there is a gap between a father and a son. But at the same time, I want him to come and tell me whatever is in his heart, come and open out to me,
right,
but also have that respect.
So this brings us to Dalip, who very, very clearly said to me that I definitely don't think that you can be friends to your kids, and I don't think you should even try. So tell me, why do you say that?
You know, we learn from our parents. And my father was never hands-on at all in anything. It was always mom.
Right.
Dad was that strict, authoritative guy, and he was never permissive.
Right.
Never. When we had Nirvan, being with Bani through the pregnancy, it was really calm and we're looking forward to, you know, having the kid. And when he actually got born, something snapped. And I got scared, to be honest. It's like, now what? And I set a boundary for myself there. What my duties are as a father, I have to fulfill 110%. And to the best of my abilities, I have done as much as a father can do, and I strive to do even more. Like Chetan said, there is a boundary. It cannot be crossed.
Do you think that now that things are changing and there are more and more stay-home dads, do you think, honestly, there is going to be a time when there will be much more involvement in the whole stay-home dad space?
I don't think, really. This may be more a Western thing where the woman is working and the husband is sitting at home. But in India, I don't see really a father's role changing much.
Really?
Not really
I have
much.
a different opinion to that. You need to shy away from the preconceived notions. And I think there are many fathers who feel that they have the time, the inclination to actually spend more time and bring up their children and be the stay-home dad. I think we should applaud them and we should pat them. And, you know, why not? I mean, there's no reason why a father cannot bring up a child.
So, you know, this is very interesting, because whether you realize it or not, you imbibe so much of your parenting from what you've seen.
Beliefs come from our upbringing. So, you know, I'm not one to say anything. But if you want to break a cycle, you break it now.
Right.
It's never too late. I've seen fathers and sons get into pretty physical, not beat each other, but, you know, that male aggression. And I think that you're missing out on an opportunity to grow in like a very beautiful relationship and get older together.
On the other hand, you know, if you look at it, everybody's circumstances and situations are different. And I couldn't say that, you know, I started parenting and there was this set recipe made for me, is this is how I'm supposed to be a parent. For me, it is, you know, take it as the situation comes.
I think it's very interesting that you say that, because I think none of us can be too prepared. I think that's why we have the show, frankly, to discuss things like this, because maybe someone out there relates to some perspective and sees something of maybe what they're going through, and perhaps something that may or may not help. So moving on, we are going to do our little diaper challenge. Get your competitive gloves on, because we will be seeing who can change the pamper on the teddy faster. Let's give him the little baby.
Okay.
The one that's just been born. And start now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woohoo! Genesius! Yes, done it on time. Oh my God. On the count of 5 and on the count of 8.
Still
Not
got
bad
it.
at all. You guys did a great job. So moving on. One last thing. Any tips to any mums and dads out there on the role of dad?
Children are like sponge. They just take everything in and they're learning from you. Once you understand that, then child can actually flourish and be the one that you want him to be.
I think you just need to give the dad the opportunity to realize how much fun it is. It's addictive once they figure it out. The younger you start, the deeper the relationship, and it's never too early to start. Just go for it.
For every father, the only thing would be make a good team with your wife. Don't doubt yourself, encourage your children. That's what the child really needs, a father at the back, standing in support, in partnership with the mother.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
whole
lovely.
unit.
That's lovely. And I think it's a good lesson to most of us who do doubt ourselves. You have ups and downs and you learn from it all. So thank you all so much.
Thanks for having us. Thanks.
Thank you.